What destroyed the most powerful fleet of the 16th century? Cannons, clever strategy, or a storm sent by God? The truth is more incredible than the legend. In 1588, King Philip II of Spain launched the largest naval invasion Europe had ever seen. A fleet of 130 ships, carrying over 30,000 men, sailed with one mission: invade England, overthrow Queen Elizabeth I, and return the island to Catholic rule. Spain called it the Armada, the world called it invincible. But what followed was a campaign of daring English tactics, broken communication, and storms so fierce they seemed like an act of God. This is the story of the Spanish Armada. The late 16th century was an age of religious wars and imperial rivalries. At the heart of Europe's turmoil stood two monarchs. King Philip II of Spain ruled the largest empire on earth, stretching from the Americas to Asia. A devout Catholic, Philip saw himself as the defender of Christendom. Across the Channel, Elizabeth I, daughter of Henry VIII, stood as the Protestant Queen of England, a nation excommunicated from the Catholic Church. Relations between the two were already bitter. Elizabeth had supported Dutch rebels against Spanish rule in the Netherlands. She allowed English privateers, men like Sir Francis Drake, to plunder Spain's treasure fleets returning from the New World. And when Elizabeth had Mary, Queen of Scots, a Catholic and potential heir to England's throne, executed in 1587, Philip had his final reason for war. Philip's plan was ambitious. The Armada would sail from Lisbon, sweep up the Channel, and rendezvous with the Duke of Parma's veteran army in the Spanish Netherlands. Once united, Parma's troops would cross into England and march on London. The fleet was vast, over 130 ships, including galleons, carracks and lighter vessels, manned by some 30,000 sailors and soldiers. Their commander was the Duke of Medina Sidonia, a nobleman of high rank, but one with little naval experience. Even before leaving port, the Armada was plagued by delays, shortages, and disease. But Philip was convinced his cause was righteous, and that God's will was on his side. England's navy was smaller, but faster and better led. Around 200 ships, many converted merchants, were commanded by Lord Charles Howard, with captains like Francis Drake, John Hawkins, and Martin Frobisher. Unlike Spain's heavy galleons, English warships relied on speed and long-range cannon fire, aiming to wear the Armada down before it could join Parma's army. For a week, fighting raged up the Channel, near Portland, the Isle of Wight, and beyond. The Armada held its shape, but losses mounted. Medina Sidonia pressed on to Calais, hoping to join Parma. Yet Parma's troops were blockaded by Dutch rebels, leaving the Armada without its crucial land support. On the night of August the 7th, the English sent burning ships into Calais harbour. Panic swept the Armada, anchors cut, formations broken. At dawn off Grave Lines, the English attacked with devastating cannon fire. Masts shattered, ships holed, crews killed. The Armada staggered, its mission in ruins. Sidonia ordered retreat around Scotland and Ireland. Storms tore through the fleet, driving ships onto rocky coasts or sinking them in the Atlantic. Hunger, disease, and exhaustion finished what English guns had begun. The Armada was meant to be unstoppable. Instead, it showed how leadership, strategy, and the sea itself could change history. In 1588, the balance of power in Europe shifted forever. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe for more.